I'm going to show you exactly how to get girls because there are 3 steps that most guys skip. Step no. 1 is to dress sharp. And look, man, if you don't dress sharp, you're not gonna be able to get her attention. So this is what you need to do. First of all, make sure that your clothes fit well. Your shirt fits, your pants fit. Your shoes are clean, your socks are clean. You smell good. That already puts you ahead of 99% of guys out there. It's the little things, man. A lot of guys just don't care about these details. If you do, you're gonna stand out. Then you want to make sure that you have at least one nice outfit for every occasion. So you gotta have a nice outfit for when you go to work, when you're chilling with friends, when you're going out at night. You got to have a couple different outfits like that so you always look good no matter what situation you're in. But even if you have multiple outfits, don't overdo it. You don't need like 7 outfits. Just keep it simple. Keep it to 2 or 3, that's plenty. And then finally, you want to make sure that you take care of your appearance. So this means getting a haircut regularly, keeping your facial hair trimmed, doing stuff like that. You want to look good. You want to look sharp. And you also want to look healthy. That last part is important. You're gonna be chiseled. You're gonna be jacked. You're gonna be shredded. You're gonna be healthy. Step 2. It's time to approach her. A lot of guys will mess this up because they'll be like, I don't want to approach her. She's too beautiful. And listen, you got to stop doing that. You can't think like that. You will never grow as a man if you think that way. You will never be successful with women if you think that way. So stop thinking thoughts like that. You need to be bold. You need to be confident and you need to talk to her. The reason why a lot of guys are scared to talk to an attractive girl is because they're worried about what she is gonna say. They're worried about rejection. Listen, I'm telling you right now, it's okay to get rejected. In fact, you should expect to get rejected. And you also shouldn't care about what people say. If somebody says something that's not true, you shouldn't let it bother you. If somebody says something that's false, you shouldn't believe it. You shouldn't let it affect you. You need to develop a thick skin. The only way you gonna do that is by putting yourself out there over and over again. So when you approach her, you're gonna introduce yourself. You're gonna start a conversation. You're just gonna get it going. Don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Just talk to her. Be confident. Ask her questions, smile, have fun. Just enjoy the moment. And then step 3, you're gonna tell her that you'd like to take her out on a date. This is where most guys mess up. They'll be talking to a girl and they'll have a great conversation, but they never ask her out. And I'm telling you right now, you can't just leave the conversation. You can't just stop there. You need to ask her out. You need to be direct. You need to tell her that you would like to take her out on a date. And this is important because you need to set the expectation. She needs to know that you're interested in her. And the best way to do that is by asking her out. So you're gonna ask her out. You're gonna say something like, hey, I'm having a great time here, but I would love to take you out on a real date sometime. What do you think? Now, I'm not saying that you have to do this right away. I'm not saying that you have to ask her out as soon as you meet her. You need to wait until you have a good conversation, until you feel comfortable, until you feel like it's a good time. But once you feel like it's time, you need to ask her out. Don't be afraid to take that leap. Don't be afraid to ask her out. Trust me, it's worth it. But before we get into that, I need you to smash that subscribe button. I need you to become part of our community here. And listen, I don't want to tell you how to live your life. I don't want to tell you who you should be with. But I will tell you this, if you're struggling in your dating life, if you're struggling to meet new people, if you're struggling to find the right person, then you need to consider what you're doing wrong. And sometimes you might not even know what you're doing wrong. Sometimes you might not even be aware of it. And that's where I come in. That's why I created this course. The course is gonna show you exactly what you're doing wrong. It's gonna help you fix those issues so that you can start meeting new people, so that you can start having better conversations, so that you can start building relationships that lead to more. And look, I know you're probably skeptical. You've probably seen other courses out there that promise you the world and deliver nothing. Well, this is different. This is real. This is based on my personal experience. I've met thousands of women. I've had hundreds of girlfriends. I've been in relationships for years. I've been in love. I've been hurt. I've made mistakes. I've learned from those mistakes. And I'm gonna share all of that with you in this course. Now let's get back to the video. So after you ask her out, you need to be prepared for her to say yes or no. If she says yes, then that's awesome. You got a date. Take her somewhere nice. Take her somewhere that's meaningful to you. Take her somewhere that's special. Make it a night that she never forget. Now, if she says no, don't be discouraged. Don't be sad. Don't be mad. Don't be anything other than respectful. You need to accept her decision gracefully. You need to understand that she might have a boyfriend or she might not be interested. You need to respect that. And you also need to move on. Don't waste any more time on her. Don't keep asking her. Don't keep trying to convince her. Just let it go and move on to the next girl. So there you have it, a simple 3-step guide on how to get girls. But remember, it's not just about following these steps. It's about being confident, being respectful, being yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to pretend to be somebody that you're not. Be yourself. Be the best version of yourself. And I promise you, you will be successful with women. You see, a lot of guys make the mistake of trying to be somebody else. They try to be somebody that they're not, and it doesn't work. Women can sense when you're being fake. They can sense when you're not being genuine. So you need to be yourself. You need to be confident. You need to be respectful. And you need to follow these 3 steps. And if you do, I promise you, you will get girls. Now, I know this might not work for everyone. There are some people out there who just can't seem to get women. And if that's you, if you've tried everything and it's just not working, then maybe it's time to seek professional help. Maybe it's time to talk to a therapist. Maybe it's time to talk to a counselor. There's no shame in that. You know, sometimes we need help. Sometimes we need someone to talk to, and that's okay. You shouldn't be afraid to seek out professional help. But for most guys, for most people, this is gonna work. This is gonna help you get girls, so don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Go out there and talk to them. You never know what could happen. You never know who you might meet. You never know where it might lead. So go out there and take action. Stop wasting time. Stop wasting energy. Start living your life. Start being the best version of yourself. Start being confident. Start being respectful. And I promise you, you will get girls.